go. Do-do-do-do-do. How do you turn on video games? This is how. We did it. Which is happening. And let's carry on with this 10-minute siege we've got going on. We poured 1 round of oil. We had 2 rooftop fights. And now their entire army is retreating. So, nice. And we've got to go explore some caves. Because some scouts went there, but now they're all missing. And maybe they're horribly mutilated. We don't know. But we're about to find out. We're the only ones who can find out. We are Geralt of Rivia. But I don't know where I'm going, so I'm going to follow Saskia.
Our dance cards are full, but we'll treat you kindly.
That was the weirdest bit of dialogue I've ever heard in the world. What's that? Yes. Keep going. Don't mind me herbing. It's a thing that I do. And it's very important to me. Me first. Alright, you first this time. Nice.
I'll take the lead. Stay behind me, Saskia.
A chivalrous witcher. Another surprise.
The world's upside down.
He's also not staying behind you. Who's that? Alright then. So, I'm thinking, like... When we cause an explosion of some description, can we one-shot you? No. That's annoying. Oh, what I can do is, one of these. Yeah, that seems good. You dork. Fine, since you're backed into a corner, use properly. Looks like I'm due for more Hangman's Venom then. Come on. It is pretty difficult to see with this curse effect and these mines. Might have to down a cat. What do you think? Yeah, I'm basically...
How many more can there be?
Fucking hell. Monsters. Monsters that I can't see. That's not useful. Ah, rot fiends. Which means we have to swap to the black unicorn. No, we have to swap to virgin. Steel on top. I mean, silver on top, steel on bottom. That's how it works. Well, time-wise it all worked out because my other potions have just run out. So let's do this. Cat, Rook, Thunderbolt. There's my 3 allowances. Because in Witcher 2, there's no risk of dying by drinking too many potions. You just simply aren't allowed to drink a fatal amount. So toxicity at top no longer means death, it just means no more drinking potions for you. So I think we'll... Oh, am I not allowed to save? Saskia, the game's not letting me save.
My lord, we'll soon reach Bergen. You'll take them by surprise.
Surprise!
Vergen
to
is
you.
in danger, and the Virgin of Edirn roams the caves with a witcher. I understand. Your cherry is aching, and thoughts turn to pleasure before death. Kill them.
No, Ewan's strong. We're actually here to just, like, kill you all. So we'll soon show. With these explosives of mine. Did I just Ard? Why am I in Ard? Hey, no fair. That would have never have happened if it wasn't in the cutscene. She's not a dragon slayer, she's a dragon. What a twist.
I know a woman is flighty, but to that scale?
Now you know my greatest secret. I had no choice. They would have killed you.
A dragon appeared during the siege of the Lavalet's castle.
I was helping Arian Lavalette.
Why?
He fought against tyranny and its transgressions. I understood him very well. Vergen could have used someone like him.
So you're the one who ate me a bunch of times because I didn't do those QTEs very well. How dare you?
Does anyone else know?
Deathmold.
I meant allies. Yorvith?
Yorvith invented the whole Dragonslayer story. He believes Edirn needs someone like me, and someone like me needs a legend. He was right.
Now I understand how you could combat such a powerful toxin.
Philippa is a great sorceress.
Even she couldn't have saved you if you were human.
You're a witcher, so you know a lot about us.
Only golden dragons have the power to assume any form.
My father was a knight with bright eyes. He treated life like a beautiful adventure. He loved humans and tried to understand them. Thanks to him, I believe every man is equal, and liberty shouldn't be peddled. Father claimed the world to be filled with chaos and order. Chaos equals aggression. Order is the defense against it.
What happened to him?
I'd argue
He taught
almost
me
the
to live
opposite of
among
that.
humans and moved on. Dragons do that.
If a dragon helped Vergen's defenders, Henselt wouldn't stand a chance.
I thought about that. But what would happen to Upper Edirn when the dust settles?
You'd have to leave.
Yes. The people of Edirn know me as the Dragon Slayer. That's why they respect me. Maybe not the only reason, but if they learned I'm a dragon, they'd feel betrayed.
But if Vergen falls, your ideals will be vanquished. Maybe averting that is worth the sacrifice.
Let's for a moment assume I revealed my dual nature. Who would lead Upper Edirn? Do you see a replacement for me?
It's hard to imagine one that compares to you.
Dwarves will support their own candidate, elves theirs, and humans will start looking for a king. That's why I must ask you to keep this knowledge to yourself. We'll have to deal with Henselt without a dragon's help. And we will, also thanks to you. I'll never forget what you're doing for Edirn, no matter your reasons, Witcher.
Let's go. The defenders need you.
And I need my level up talent. I like that at this point I've been wearing that sort of chicken nose thing for so long that it just seems normal to me now. Yep. Also I can mutate these skills. Let's see what I've got. So I've got strength, which is armor. Range, don't care about. Damage renders and signs, don't care about. Armor, meh. Critical effects could be useful. Vitality, boring. Enhancement, adrenaline generation. Might as well. Since that's what that skill was all about, we've just made it even more of itself. Turn to the walls and defend Vergen. We can do that. It was way less dark on the way out than it was going in. What was that all about? Ah, what have you got,
What
Zoltan?
happened while I was gone, Zoltan?
The fun is about to begin. Herdsman Henselt personally leads all his cattle here.
We'll win. Is that all?
We've got unexpected guests.
Who?
I think one of them's a she. Ugly like shite after winter, but she's got tits. You should have seen our lads' faces when those eyesores entered the courtyard.
Did they say why they want to help us?
Wizard good. Wizard's foe is Troll's foe.
I met this pair. They can be of use.
Good.
I hope they don't die.
We want to create a land without prejudice.
When news that Henselt will personally lead the assault spread, the spirit of our lads fell into the gutter.
Tell them, Zoltan, that if they don't believe in victory, they might as well fly a white flag.
I tried, but they still look down.
Gather the defenders, Zoltan.
Is it rousing speech time?
Why so quiet? I thought you'd be merry. King Henselt himself will honor us with a visit.
We're all going to die.
We can't repel the attack.
You won't
Henselt
all
is
die.
invincible.
We won't be fighting mere minions, but their king. And the king himself will have to recognize our victory. Could a soldier dream of better than defeating a monarch? Or maybe you're afraid to fight. Maybe we should fly a white flag. It's so simple. Henselt will quickly set up his order here. Inns will be marked humans only. Dwarves will choke in the mines. Elves will perish, hunted in the forests. Lords will slaughter peasants because they didn't bow low enough. Is that the land you want to leave to your children?
No!
Never.
You're shitting bricks because Henselt is coming! Who is he? A god? No. He has arms, legs, and blood, as
Which
red
gods
as
do
any
not
of
have.
ours. If he dares to cross these walls, then we'll gladly
God is an
spill some of
exsanguinated
it.
torso.
Yes!
Get Henselt.
Long live Saskia!
Many of you won't see the light of dawn again.
Ooh, don't mention
Many
that
won't
bit.
return to your women or drink with friends. But we will care for and honor their graves when they enter the earth. Adernian earth. Those who survive will live with their heads held high, for only such a life makes sense. Now, to arms and to the walls. Let's show Henselt real war!
Alright, rousing speech abruptly over. Let's slash people up with my sword again. Oh, it's that guy who cheaply defeated me in a cutscene.
They're coming!
We will again!
Take a few more Kedwin!
Oh, we're literally just doing this again?
Henselt will pay dearly for this siege!
We're literally just doing this again. Just kick over the ladders, it's so simple. I suppose this whole ducks in a barrel thing is fine as well. Might as well lube up with Hangman's Venom. I know I don't need it, but, you know. It's the principle of the thing, innit? Curses. Why is my sword so silent? Ever since you've pointed that battle cry out, I cannot unhear it. It's like the most distracting thing ever. For the king! Come on, give me just a bit more adrenaline. There it is. Don't be sorry, it's all good. The more things I can make fun of in a game, the better, to be honest. We don't want to take things too seriously now, do we? Oh, has he been beheaded? We all saw that line, right? How is he commanding all of his archers without making any noise? Because they're not looking at him,
Or
they're
freedom
looking at their
fighters
targets.
in an uneven battle, noble in their suffering. It all depends on your point of view. I helped Yorvith. I gave him my trust. I joined Saskia and took the side of the rebels, their new values and ideals. Time will tell if I was right.
Hold on.
One thing is sure.
Lamo, could he be doing that any more casually? No.
Elves are the best archers who have ever walked this earth.
Hey guys. Not Cubos,
Yorvith,
maybe.
that's what I call an entrance.
I have to admit, the squirrel has style.
Release.
Not all is lost. We need to cut off Hensel's escape.
What are you
his head.
talking about? He looks as if he likes it here.
He'll change his mind. Join Yorvith and shut the main gate.
Yarpen says Deathmold's magic damaged it. Yarpen knows fuck all about gates. Cover my arse and I'll close it.
The fate of the battle hangs on it, Dwarf.
There's no bloody gate that Zoltan Chive can't close.
What a weird thing to be known for. I'm Zoltan Chivi, and if there's a gate in this world, I can close it. And if it's a potion in this game, I will drink it. Rook and Thunderbolt, let's go. Be quick though, before Zoltan tells you to hurry up in the exact same way over and over and over again. We wouldn't want that now, would we?
I'll make mincemeat of your lives!
I didn't expect you here.
Troll remembers, hooray! But I apparently can't go that way, so... Or can I? Nope. Just go here now. Thank you, Salty. Could have mentioned something. Right, I had better Gwen up. Oh no, poor dead bloke.
Pull up the ladder! Yes, sir!
Why bother? You've not done that to any of the other ladders. Oh, that was
Yorvith, we need to get to the main gate, now.
easier than I thought.
Admit it. You thought I wouldn't come back, Gwynblade?
You're hellishly good.
We need to stop Henselt from retreating.
And then force him to try it.
There's no time to waste. To the gate!
Not yet though, because... Oh, what? Guys, I can't escort you if you're gonna get stuck on an archer. Guys. Guys. Oh, hey, Zoltan figured it out. He did it. Proud of you, my lovely peanut head. Do I need to get the other side or what? And he says to escort him. Oh. Yep, only Zoltan Chive could have done that. No one else.
They're cut off like sitting ducks.
Maybe they'll surrender.
Sire, your orders.
I've had a fucking bad day. This is the worst siege anyone's ever done. Henselt, you're a pathetic king. That was the worst. And now you reveal your great shame. That you are totally bald.
The battle is over, King.
You won, and the victors state their tongues.
And now you cover your shame up again.
You know my terms. You will relinquish Eden and sign an act of unconditional surrender in which you'll promise your troops will never cross the Pontar.
Is that all?
You'll pay war reparations and recognize the free realm of Upper Eden with Saskia of Vergen at its head.
What about me and my men? What awaits us?
Freedom. It's a great thing. Look how many of my soldiers died defending it.
How much do you want?
We'll discuss the war reparations in detail at Loch Muin before esteemed witnesses. There's one thing Saskia didn't mention.
I'm listening.
Since the dawn of time, wars were, are, and will yet be. One side wins, the other loses. But military conflict should be carried out under chivalrous rules and laws.
What's your point, sorceress?
War criminals, including Deathmold, must be punished.
I need an advisor.
War criminals must be
Who
punished.
wants an advisor called
You'll
Deathmold?
have a new advisor.
Like,
Sheila de Tanzeville.
that is
Has this
bad
witch
news.
gone mad?
It's a necessary condition.
Deathmold committed a crime and he must be punished.
As you wish.
Execute him.
Don't allow them to harass me like a dog.
Being executed is not the same thing as being harassed.
You'll see how a real sorcerer dies, foolish whores!
With his arms behind his back, helplessly. I was hoping like the executioner would like
Swear
just
an oath and
lick
you'll
the
walk
back of
free.
his neck first before doing it.
Who am I negotiating with anyway?
Philippa Eilhart and I speak with one voice.
Be wary of the sorceresses. They often forget whose perch is higher.
Philippa is my advisor.
We await your decision, King.
I, King Henselt, Lord of Kedwin, swear before witnesses that I will relinquish Edenian borders. I recognize Saskia of Vergen's reign in the realm of the Pontar Valley, and I swear to pay war reparations in the amount agreed upon at Loch Muin.
You're free.
Show the king the way out.
It's that big gate I closed!
It's time to go, Saskia.
Yes.
I don't like it.
What?
Saskia. I know her well. She's never behaved like that.
Her eyes look as if she's taken Fistek.
I assure you, she doesn't use it. Let's follow them.
Geralt's such a shit stirrer. Like, oh, I support Saskia, but I'm totes gonna spread rumors behind her back. I'm also gonna level up. So, what do I want? Nice. Suppose I'll, just don't know. Is it really important? I mean, my character's strong enough as it is. Just fucking mutate this shit. There we go.
They disappeared.
A teleport.
Let's search Eilhart's house. She was in a hurry. Maybe she left something.
Oh, bedside table
Let's
shimmer.
take a look.
But I can't get to it. It's the bedside table of teasing. Alright, what's here? Cloth.
I've got nothing. Except for women's fine.
Yorvith, over here. I've got something.
Did she do the poison?
A tome of potion recipes.
We've no time to read books.
Sorceresses carefully guard books like this.
Not that carefully. After all, she left it behind.
She was in a hurry.
Could this book have anything to do with the Dragon Slayer?
Most things in this land seem to have something to do with Saskia, the dragon.
How do you know?
She told me.
She turned into a
Keep
massive
your
dragon in
mouth
front
shut,
of you.
Gwynblade, because if...
I know what will happen if they learn, Yorvith. I've found Thaumadour's recipe.
Eilhart already told us the ingredients for mage pain. How's it relevant?
Usually the recipe for an antidote is right next to the one for the poison.
I can recite it exactly. Royal blood, an immortal, a dragon's dream, and petals from a rose of remembrance.
Yet this book doesn't even mention a rose of remembrance.
I recall perfectly that Eilhart said a rose of remembrance combined with an immortal heals the mind.
What if she lied? Maybe it doesn't heal the mind, but influences it. Philippa passed the flower to Saskia through a kiss, the symbol of love and perdition.
I'm confused.
I think Philippa subjugated Saskia's mind by adding the rose to the antidote.
I'll kill that bitch.
Philippa has magic and an obedient dragon at her command. She could have a strong influence on the conference.
But what does she want?
We can only learn that in Loch Muin.
She wants
Let's go
infinite
then, Gwynblade.
supply of 7-Up. Because that's what I'd ask for. Alright, Yorveth, I will defer to you. I am to follow you, that's my quest objective. Feel free to be quick. Why slam the door when you know that I'm about to follow you out? Like, do you have any manners, Yorveth? Wow, you certainly don't have any urgency. Jesus.
Geralt! Saskia's disappeared. People are getting riled.
Dwarves too.
Dwarves are people, Zoltan. Don't put yourself down.
Saskia's spellbound. Philippa controls her.
You're shitting me.
I knew something was up. I could feel it. She ordered Deathmold executed, no trial, just like that. A gesture from Philippa is all it took.
That bastard deserved it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zoltan had ordered it, as vengeful as he is. But Saskia?
Where is she?
Philippa's taken her to Loch Muin. I'm going after Saskia, with Yorvith. Everything suggests those responsible for Foltest's death will be at Loch Muin.
Some still say you killed him.
I've got to stop that drivel. Don't have a choice, but you do.
The elite of the North is gathering at Loch Muin. I couldn't forgive myself if I wasn't there. It'd be a sin against art.
The art of poking your nose in others' business.
You'll be needed here until Saskia returns. Order must prevail. There can be no strife. The victory over Henselt was an important step, but only the first on a long road.
The hymn I composed could help.
Vergen will need many more songs.
I certainly hope our paths will cross again, Geralt of Rivia.
Stop dramatizing. You can be sure of that. We've got unfinished business of our own.
Huh? Oh, aye.
Let's go then, Gwynblade.
Dramatic look back.
Sheila de Tanserville. I'd sensed from the start that some dark mystery lay behind that cold countenance.
Had you?
Following the demise of the Council and Conclave, there was no one left to keep the mages in line. But regicide? Why? What was this all about? It seemed these questions would be answered at Loch Muin, an ancient city amidst mountains, the remnants of the civilization of the Vrans, whose dusk had come long ago. And you would be right to ask, why did you not set out for Loch Muin, Master Dandelion? Vergen was free, yet what is freedom without its awareness? It might too easily pass from hand to hand were a nation to lack individuals capable of pointing the way. I remained in the Pontar Valley. That is the task fate seemed to assign me, to safeguard freedom as it budded and bloomed. Who knows, I may prove freedom's bard.
That was a task that
Yet
was assigned to
forever
you.
feeling a vast, shared responsibility for the fate of the North, I dispatched to Loch Muin my faithful and capable friend, Geralt of Rivia. Have I mentioned his disdain for politics? Well, it was at Loch Muin where he could finally give vent to it.
It was with a heavy heart that I stayed behind and had fun at the inn.
Even gesehen?
Asira varanheid.
Me voltocht en gehedvin. Me vertruv heden bellenglik.
Visidein ip kiezeret. Net en verbtene. Het en kriza. Do you know what this is?
Why are we suddenly changing language?
I know.
Who it is?
Triss Merigold. Until recently advisor to King Foltest. Artifact compression. A complicated spell.
Spell.
Is she alive?
It's a complicated spell.
Her life processes are on hold. But it is reversible.
I need you to delve into a dangerous ruin. To find the dragon.
You created a portal between Loch Muin and Nilfgaard. You should manage the figurine.
Stand back.
Stand back,
I cannot
please.
be sure how her body will react to decompression.
No pentagrams, candles, spilled blood.
It figures you do know little about magic, Ambassador. It matters not.
We need her alive, Asira. Make sure her body survives decompression well.
First, you
I'll do
must
what I
install WinRAR.
But she will be disoriented
But your
for some
free
time.
trial is over. Please purchase. Please. Would someone purchase? Ah, no, it's just at water sort of situation. This is taking a needlessly long time. Sorry, I know the water is cold.
What is your name? Oh,
Nice to meet you.
tell me your name.
Right.
Tretz!
I'll talk to you in a second.
Vise getocht gedein.
People are so shitty to
Vise
sorceresses.
espet ep wovret. Daar tocht ep nedling derien. Mehen eveneens ep turin. Me puft en alverdeg.
I am too old for wrath, but let me stab you 3 times in the stomach.
Marigold. Your name is Triss Marigold.
No, it's Alright, so you ask, I'm so confused. So Sheila is behind the King murders? When did that happen? Now, presumably it happened long before the beginning of The Witcher 2, when Let's start killing things. And as for the why, it's obvious. She looks a little bit like Maleficent, therefore she's evil. Like, did you not see the croissant head?
Valley. This path leads to the city gate.
Oh, nice. But as for your serious answer, I don't know, I guess that's just what it is now. I mean, hey, you know what? Sometimes that person who helped you fight a Karen is actually evil and behind everything, even though they did not figure in the story for ages after the fact. sometimes the child that you met and had 2 conversations with and then teleported out of existence turns out to have been the main villain who created an army of mutants and fought an entire war just so that humanity could one day exodus to the south. This is just how things happen. This is how stories work. This is how narrative works. And if you don't understand that, then maybe MMOs aren't the game for you. Ah, the critical effect mutation is at least setting on fire. I like it. I detect more harpies. Unfortunately, harpies don't threaten me because I farmed hundreds of them. I know the exact way harpies move. Now please, no more harpies for a while, I must loot. Oh, good, that's just the music.
When were you here last?
A long time ago, by one measure. King, wasting time. These mountains have witnessed the fall of 2 civilizations. First,
sorry, were you monologuing? The ancient... Notice that I'm not two-shotting everything anymore, though. I guess because it's Act 3, everything's leveled up. Which means I'm definitely going to need that Act 3 armor. Geralt, your voice is way too quiet.
No, disease did, and the climate. Long ago, the sources of the Pontar did not freeze over and flowed all year. Flowers still bloomed on these slopes in Velen.
Oh no! Huh. Just threw my sword. Hey, I only killed one of them. I was promised that adrenaline takedowns would kill multiple. Loot corpses. It's the only thing that matters. Certainly looting things in this game is more satisfying than following the plot. Are you using the right sword? I believe so? No. What the fuck? Right. I just want to say that the sword I use is the one that Geralt picks out by default, and I swear to God he usually picks out the right one. Fucking dickhead. Oh well. Still won, didn't I?
Knights of the Flaming Rose at a peace summit.
Oh, I've not seen those since Scripture 1.
On that of whoever paid them.
You shouldn't let them see you.
I know. To them, a good elf is a dead elf.
It's not because you're an elf, it's because you're Yorvith.
I'll try to enter the city through the caves. I advise you to do the same.
The knights will know I'm wanted. You know of a passage?
I know of a cave nearby. There are many ways to enter Loch Muin, my friend. If Radovid has summoned the Order, I'm certain the others have brought their armies as well. The city must be full of soldiers. All of them sitting as if on a witch's bomb, waiting for a spark. But that may be to our advantage. If the rulers have holed themselves up in camps, it should be easy to move about between them.
Let's go before we get noticed.
I don't want to take a look at their camp. It probably smells of shit. Plus, I prefer caves. Caves usually mean fights, which I like. Speaking of, can I make more Thunderbolt? I've been desperately low on Thunderbolt this entire game, and it's making me really unhappy. Oh my god. Why do I have such little amounts of yellow? Let me see what Rook takes. At least Rook doesn't take yellow, so I didn't waste all my yellow crafting the 80 Rook that I made at the start of the game. So I can't blame that on it. God damn, I want more Thunderbolt. Oh, what's that?
Good you're here. Look what I found.
Keep your distance.
Already forgotten that a similar creature hung around my cave.
No, I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten the lazy way it just sort of spawned into existence. Alright, so we're gonna fight. And this time I'm choosing your sword for you, Geralt. We're choosing Virgin. Oh yeah, looks like I do still 2-shot, 3-shot things. Isn't that nice? Still want to get the other set of armor though, obviously. Just to make this even more over the top and ridiculous. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, from now on I'm just not letting Geralt pick his own sword. I'm gonna, you know, make sure I'm the one who brings the sword out. Because Geralt cannot be trusted. He's a bad witcher. He doesn't understand how he works. I better... Nope, can't save it. Oh well, it's not like I'm going to die, is it? Do I have any insect oil left, I wonder? Yes, I do. Fuck off, mate! Oh, you thought you could... Hey! You've been very naughty. So I'm going to steal all your life back off you. How does that make you feel? Oh, Jorvik, you just had a bad time there. Tank it and I'll go for the booty. As long as someone's hitting it in the booty. There we go, booty! Nice. There's another one right there, isn't there? Guys, I just want to loot! Right. So long as there are fights to be down here, I'd better Rook. God, I made 80 Rook at the start of the game. I'm now in Act 3 and I still have 62 left. Maybe I actually went overboard with how many Rooks I made this time instead of way underboard, like in Witcher 1. I feel like I'm chugging these at pretty much every available opportunity. But yeah, any merchants I find in Act 3, I'm going to find all the yellow ingredients they sell and just buy them all. Because I want Rook and Thunderbolt at all times, just to make this game as hilariously easy as possible.
There's a forested valley on the other side of the city, once teeming with wildlife.
Geralt, right, and because I don't trust you...
She's arrived here.
I didn't hear your dialogue, by the way. I was busy making sure Geralt got the correct sword.
That's why we went around. What exactly killed the Vrans?
As the years went by and the climate turned colder, the Vrans had less and less food. Their hunters descended.
Oh, kick in the face, you dickhead!
Human settlers. The Vrans began to fall ill.
Why am I only killing one now? I'm not impressed with that one. Adrenaline sucks. can one-shot things anyway. If anything, the finishing moves slow me down.
They tried to save themselves, building an aqueduct and sewers that rivaled today's. But it grew colder, and the canals remained frozen for most of the year. When the elves arrived, they encountered only ghosts, a dead city falling into ruin. The Enshe rebuilt it, restored its fortune.
We're in Loch Muin.
We're on the fringes somewhere. We should find what we came for nearer the main quarters.
Let's go.
Knew I saw something. I want the other. Oh, it better be on the other side. Else I'm going to be grumpy. There we go. Yes. Give me all the needless supplies that I'm going to need for the Act 3 armor set. What's this? Licorice gargoyles? They are gargoyles, wow. What a Skyrim ripoff. Oh, bitch. Bash. These another mobs which explode when they die. Noted. Let me just suck some health off you, mate. You're Beth, you're just standing there and taking it. Nice. Elemental stone. No, don't you fucking dare. Just drop my fucking boots. I need to put those boots back on or I'll be cursed. There we go. That was not really enough, was it? Drop that. You know what? I'll drop the iron ore, because, let's face it, that's really, really, really common. I'm sure I've got hundreds in my storage. But I want the sweet new swag right now. Let's level up while I can. Ooh, yes. This is gonna be good. That was a huge boost to my chance of critical effects. Hey! And I got a buff. Don't actually know what that does from a glance, but I got it. Let's very slowly make our way through this city. The situation is urgent, therefore slow movement is what is needed. The suspenseful music. Glad you know exactly where to go. Or am I just assuming you do?
They gagged Philippa in the nick of time. She almost cast a spell. Rotting in the Redanian dungeon now in special shackles.
Radovid's right to show the witches their place.
I wonder what they'll do to her.
Oh, I'm fucking gruff.
The executioner or the monsters will have their fun.
They say Lochmuin's dungeons are full of scum of all kinds.
No idea what they locked her up for, but every sorceress is guilty of something.
True enough. Not likely to see anyone weeping for her.
A dungeon befits Philippa Eilhart very well, though gallows would be even better.
If they killed her, you can forget about healing Saskia.
They must guard her as heavily as the Emperor's bedchamber. We'll not get in there.
I'm in no hurry to visit the Emperor's bedchamber, but we've got to get into the dungeon.
Look for a passage
Classic
through the sewers.
Geralt
I'll
James.
locate Eilhart's quarters. If she didn't expect to be arrested, I may find something interesting there.
The tunnels beneath the city sound reasonable.
They used to lead almost everywhere, though some passages may have collapsed during the fires.
It's still worth a shot.
Let's go then.
I'll find Philippa. You search her quarters.
Right. We learned a lot the last time we browsed through her things. Va fail, Gwynblade.
What weird dialogue. Reach the imprisoned thingy through the sewers or get the guard's attention. Now, whether I choose stealth or not depends on if I figure out where the sewers are. Oh! Hello!
Take that.
Take that, me rolling past you. Excuse me. Ah! Badge. Let's see as we go. I think, maybe. Ooh! Hello, Golem. Sorry, I was looking at the like the combat. Oh. Geralt, I do believe we're gonna fucking die. Oh no! I'm not entirely sure what the best strategy is here, but I do know that I'm gonna have to keep me Quen up. How much do bombs hurt? Not really that much. Bombs have been such a disappointment, actually. Right, totally. Let's get out, Virgin. No. Yes, show me the booty! That's all I needed, just one good look at the booty. Fucking perfect! Can I save it yet? Yes, I can. Fabulous. So this chest looks very cursed, doesn't it? So are these the sewers or not? I've totally lost track of what's going on now. Hey up, son. Do I need to do this in a specific order, or is it a matter of timing? Do these match anything? Not that I know of. Bollocks! I don't know! Right. So let's go. Let's say that has 5 points. So it's got 4, maybe 3. If you can see a solution that I'm not seeing, feel free to let me know. Because otherwise I'm just gonna like... Ah! Fucking rude, mate! Alright. Let's look this up. Witch 2, Act 3... I literally only had to type in Act 3 and I got Act 3, chest, 4 runes! And it's like, ah, this is what people search a lot. So... You will need to buy the Runes of Power series of books in order to decrypt the signs. Ooh. Alright, there are a lot of different ones. I'm only sort of assuming that I'm in the first one. We'll have to figure this out together. So... Well, since I have all the solutions here, I can just go through them until I get the right one. Brute force it, mate! So we'll start from the first one and carry on from there. So, assuming this is the first, I want... let's load the save I did. Hope that makes the runes look proper. Alright, so, I want this one. Then this one. Then this one. Then this one. Alright, so I'm not in the first room. Alright, let's go for second room then. Oh no, there's alternative solutions. Alright, let's try the alternative solution. Animal. Art. Time. Sky. Nope. Alright, we'll try the next one on this list. Sorry, I know this is fucking boring, but I don't want to go find books. Alright. So we want animal. Art. Wait, this is the exact same one as before. Oh well, go through it anyway. Time. It's on the list, even if it's the exact same as the one I just did. It's on the list. Sky. Tell me I'm wrong? Alright. Absorb that damage, no problem. Bam. So now let's go for the third one. I bet I'm going to go through every single one on the list. It's going to be like, actually, you just you can't solve this at all without the books. So, animal. Time. Art. Sky. Hey, so we just did number 3. Diagram, Elder Blood Gauntlets. Let's see what they're all about. Well, these are probably going to be good in like my Insanity playthrough, where there are no dark only sets. But since this is not a dark only set, probably won't be doing much with it. But hey, at least I have it tucked away in my little pocket. So that was room 3. Does that mean that if I look around here, there's going to be other rooms? You saw nothing. Wow, that actually worked. I don't quite know what to say about that. So I'll take your arms. So if I look at the map, what does this room look? Oh, it's a big city. I get you. Big city. Rooms are probably going to be all over the place. So I'm not going to think too hard about hunting these things down. I don't think I found the sewers correctly, did I? Let's go back through here a sec, see what's going on. Nope, none of this looks very sewery. There are some herbs, though. Alright, I'm just going to go, and if I get into some fights, then so be it. I'm not actually worried about being overcome. Well, I will point out, it is the smart thing to do after all. Are these friendly?
I don't believe you killed Foltest.
Guess they are.
I didn't. But a bounty is a bounty. I'm sure you understand. As a professional. It's nothing personal.
One more windbag.
Alright, so we want Black Unicorn. Oh, you actually had it out. Good boy. Get it back out again, please. Ah, you just hit your mate, idiot. Teleporting cowards.
He's but one man, damn it!
Right, let's get rid of one of these losers. Ah, did we get rid of multiple losers this time? Thank God for that. Mages are cheaters, and I think they're ass-bags.
Onward! Think of the bounty!
Finger the bounty? Never. We won. Who's that? Someone playing dice. Alright, well, time for me to drink a rook. What? Are you fucking joking? Why? So it's because there are hostile guards all over the place. There we go. They'll never find me around this corner though, so it's fine. Allow me to partake of this rook. I am not going to drink 60 rooks before this game ends. I made way too many rooks. Holy shit. Alright. Looks like it's a pretty big sort of place to explore here, right? Doesn't it? It's like I'm not going through a linear area. It's a big ass city that can do whatever I want in. Though none of it's safe. I'm into it, to be honest. I like the cut of its jib. Steel sword. Whoops. Let's go over to Virgin. Virgin Media. Nice. go back down again. Maybe it's more linear than I thought. Oh, just go right past those guys. So, hey guards, do you want to fight? Oh, wait. Now, we need to get Black Unicorn out again. And I will lube it up with Hangman's Venom. Excuse me! Don't you fucking dare ruin my Gwen! Maybe I'm supposed to not get caught by these people. They appear to be doing, like, not taking a lot of damage, even though I'm using the correct sword. Oh no, they're taking plenty of damage now. Don't know what that was all. Oh! Ooh! My Quen! There we go. No. Alright, what do I really not need? None of this shit, to be honest. That's nice. But it's worth nothing. Oh, it's a quest item. Okay. Oh, so many trophies. What's my current trophy do? 1 armor, 1%. So yeah, basically does fuck all. But you know, it's fun chicken nose. Ooh, the Draug trophy. Bloody hell. Draug trophy is just a better Kayron trophy. So I'll drop the Kayron trophy. And I'll keep the Draug trophy for if I ever feel like I need a serious trophy. But I don't believe I will. Oh, key required. Okay. I'll do nothing to that dog. Oh! Are there literally merchants here that I can use? Like, is this a friendly place? I don't understand whether I'm wanted here or not.
Now you tell me. I don't work with sorceresses. This is no job for me.
What's going on? Are you about to fight?
The Conclave has forbidden dueling.
You can't just back out. We agreed. We have commitments to fulfill.
You did take an advance on your fee. And I'm keeping it. Don't you follow me.
Witcher Geralt. A sight for sore eyes you are. May we speak?
Didn't expect to see you again. Certainly not here.
Loch Muin is an intriguing place.
For scientists especially.
We've mounted a small expedition and require protection.
Sounds like regular Witcher's work to me. It'll cost you.
We never imagined otherwise. Our employer spares no expense on scientific undertakings. You may expect a handsome fee.
After you complete the task.
I'll need an advance.
We'd prefer to pay a lump sum at the end.
You're offering me a dangerous job. The kind you pay for, partly in advance. Is that clear?
Calm yourself, please. We'll pay you out of our own pocket.
Though we don't have much.
The sorceress is sure to reimburse us once we find dear Henna's laboratory.
I don't have much time. Let me hear some details.
The sorceress will reveal everything. We're on our way to meet her. I can only say it concerns Ebdir Henna.
His laboratory, to be precise. Dear Henna is dead.
I know a thing or two about monsters, and about sorceresses. What's this one's name?
I'm sorry, but we cannot disclose her name until you agree to join us.
Nice talking to you then.
Cynthia! Her name is Cynthia!
Sudden memory! Ah, it's that kinky scene again. Geralt looked like he enjoyed that memory.
What was Derhana doing in this city?
Everyone's heard of his 1,000 genie curse, but few know that he also had a penchant for the history of Loch Muin. He was particularly interested in the Vrans and their ultimate decline as a civilization. In his memoirs, he mentions that he left his archive here. That's how we pinpointed the location of his laboratory.
You did?
The sorceress did, in point of fact.
But we're the ones who know everything about Epter-Henna.
I wrote my dissertation about the man. To arrive at the laboratory, we must pass through the sewers.
All right, I'm willing to help.
You won't regret it.
Where do we start?
We've gained access to an ancient crypt where mages were laid to rest.
Sounds fun, to be honest.
It's beneath that tower. Our companions await us there.
But if there are merchants here I can use, then allow me to unburden myself. Alright, let's save it. So it looks like this is a town that we can in fact chill out in.
So, are you a sorceress now?
It's not that simple. A pass is simply not enough. But Philippa Eilhart summoned me here for an important exam, so I hope to be one soon.
An exam?
A secret one. I'm not even sure how to prepare. I'm cramming intensely, everything bit by bit, just to be sure.
Good luck. Still willing to sell me potions and herbs?
I hope so.
I'm a student, aren't I? Every little copper counts.
I'm collecting information about the Wild Hunt. Help me out?
The Wild Hunt. A retinue of wraiths who speed across the heavens upon skeletal horses. Positive proof of its existence has yet to be proffered. However, no one is prepared to deny its occasional sorties into this world.
Proffered? Sorties?
That, at least, is what I remember from the lectures.
So, we cannot prove it exists, but it definitely does rage the world from time to time. But we're not sure it exists, but it definitely does do that. But we're not quite sure it exists, but it does attack us. But it might not exist, but it definitely exists, but it could not exist. I understand. Alright, so what do I not give a shit about? These enhancements can fuck off. That could fuck off. I don't need damage reductions and signs. That one I suppose is alright. I'll keep all of that. Right. What ingredients can you sell? Can you give me some yellow? Yes, you can. Get some delicious, nutritious yellow. See if that in fact allows me to make more Thunderbolt. What? Oh, because those two guards over there will kill me, even though I can trade with everyone over here. No one minds. That's odd. That's odd and unusual, and I don't quite understand what my place in this world is. Now I know how Mewtwo felt. If I could find a, I've got so many harpy feathers right now. I'll part with a few, because they are good money. Very good money indeed. So I've got 243, I'll part with 193. That gives me 50. But am I ever going to need more than 50 of anything? I've arbitrarily decided not. This feels like I've been swimming for a long time. I think it's because it's been so packed full of events compared to most of our days, but it feels like we've been at this for ages. Oops, I accidentally sold too much twine because I can't count, but I've got loads in my storage, if I can ever find my storage again. A good little stash of orens, which is good because I'll need them for the Final Act's fancy armor. I think it's going to cost like 8,000 orens. Right, I also want to see what books you've got. Let's see. But I'm just going to buy all the books. So I've got a tick on everything. Books weigh nothing, so this is fine. There we go, Runes of Power, Runes of Power, Runes of Power, Runes of Power. There. It's time for story time! If I go like a little bit back here, can I meditate? I'm just checking. Nope. What a fucking pain!
At your service.
No, shut up. I can see no red dots on my map. There we go. That's how it works. No red dots on the map equals can do thing. Let's make some Thunderbolt, then let's read some stories. Oh, I understand how it works now. It's very, very useful. Right, so. Yeah. Create. 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 Hey! And we made as much Thunderbolt as we possibly could. And how much was that? 9! Decent! That would probably last me till the end of the game, if we're being honest, because that's an hour and a half of buff, and it's taken me all this time just to get through like 200 minutes of Rook. Don't know why I'm saved like 3 times in 3 seconds there. Anyway, let's read! I think we've already... No, we've read that. We've read that. King Foltest's daughter, cursed in her mother's womb, entered the world a stillborn beast. Interred, she continued to grow until she rose from the grave as a horrifying Striga. The jag-toothed princess long terrorized Vizima until Geralt freed her of the dark spell. Years later, Ada once more succumbed to the curse, and the Witcher again faced the Striga. This time, however, politics were at play. The Order of the Flaming Rose brought on the reversion in a bid to breed chaos in Vizima and overflow King Foltest. Nice. Remember that, did it? Yeah, so these are the things that I needed to learn how to do those rune puzzles. So Rome was bordered by Caedwin to the north, Redania to the northwest, Temeria and the massif of the Mahakan Mountains to the west, and Lyria to the south. The Blue Mountains line its eastern frontier. Eden's coat of arms is a gold and red chevron on a black field, and its capital is Vengerberg. Not long ago, the country nearly disappeared when Nilfgaard occupied its southern territories and its northern neighbour and supposed ally, Kaedwen, treacherously annexed Upper Eden. Though the invaders were defeated and Kaedwen withdrew from Eden's northern lands, the kingdom's fate still hangs by a thread. The country has been ravaged by peasant revolts, and its central government seems ever unsteady. If you have but a morsel of geographical knowledge, one glance at a map is enough to know why the Pontar Valley is strategically important. It is here that the borders of Temeria, Redania, Kaedwen, and Eden meet. It is the valley that physically marks these frontiers. To say that he who controls the Pontar Valley controls the north, oh, they say that. So it is no wonder that the cited realms have clashed here more than once. blood has often mingled with the waters of the Pontar, though the reasons for this have varied. Wars waged by nobles in pursuit of political interests and merchants seeking trade privileges have been intermingled with riots and massacres, elven uprisings, and the revolts of frontier barons. All these have been garnished with the occasional peasant rebellion, an event that forces often quarrelling factions to unite and crush plebeian mobs drunk on blood and carnage. Nice. Sorry if I'm reading some of these twice, I'm only reading ones that I cannot remember. The Empire of Nilfgaard is the largest state in the known world, its rule existing over more than a dozen provinces. It has conquered all the realms south of the Amel Mountains and united them under one crown. Black imperial standards adorned with the golden sun flutter over buildings and outposts from the Yaruga River in the north to Vicovaro in the south, and the mountain massif of Tietoker in the east. The Empire's mighty armies lie in wait, ready to bring death at their ruler's command or die eagerly in his name. The Black Ones continued march northward was last stopped several years ago, through the united effort of the northern kingdoms and the sacrifice of much blood at Brenna. Yet peering across the Yaruga on a bright day, one can still see their dark cloaks in the sun glancing off the points of their lances. Dearie me. Given that they are necrophages, rot fiends feed on carrion and human corpses, but this does not mean they do not attack the living. They appear on battlefields near cities affected by plague or around villages touched by famine. See a rot fiend and you can be sure there are many more in the area. They appear of a sudden and disappear even more quickly if threatened, so exterminating them is difficult. Trapping rot fiends makes little or no sense. Instead, they are best dealt with by cutting off their food supply, that is, burning all corpses in the area. Corpses must be incinerated rather than buried, for rot fiends are avid and skillful diggers. Without sustenance, the beasts will leave in search of new feeding grounds. Great Metatelli. We read about this? I don't think so. We know about her, but we've not read about her, so... Great Metatelli is among others the patron of love, marriage, fertility, nature, and abundance. Her cult came to be through the blending of those beliefs many different races and cultures held about these aspects of life. Melitelli's popularity never waned, and the phenomenon is explained in various ways. I think the causes are prosaic myself. The cult of Melitelli is a predominantly woman cult, and the goddess is, among others, the protector of women in childbirth. A delivering woman has to scream, and apart from the usual yells and empty promises that she will never give herself to another mangy man again. Oh my god, this was written with such bias, holy fucking hell. The woman has to call some deity for help, and Melitelli fits the bill perfectly. Because women were deliver and will be delivering, the goddess Melitelli does not have to worry about a lowering of the number of worshippers. Man, whoever wrote that book was a hack. I mean, everyone who wrote all these books are hacks, because these books are like a paragraph long, and that is just not long enough for a book. There are scores of learned works, dissertations, and treatises about this magical cataclysm from about 1500 years ago. Because of this event, creatures never seen before entered our world and still do not have their own ecological niche here. Among others, graviers and ghouls are relics of the permeation of the spheres, though elven tradition has it that we humans are also newcomers from that time. The sorceresses claim that time humanity received both the wondrous gift and a terrible curse that they consider to be magic at that time. How much time have I got? 6 minutes. The power that sorcerers can command is commonly called magic. In the opinion of a certain sorceress I'm acquainted with, magic is chaos, an art and a science, a curse, a blessing, and progress. However poetic it may sound, it is hard to find a better simile. Everything depends on the person that uses power, of course. Still, it is a fact that it can be used to achieve things not possible to normal humans. The witches' signs are also a form of magic, but sorceresses look at them with disdain, since they cannot be compared to the forces the sorcerers themselves command. Without magic, our world would certainly be less interesting, and many beautiful things would be forgotten. Arachnids are lone hunters. They patiently lie in wait for their prey in order to kill it, blah-de-blah-de-blah. We've read that one. We've not read of this. According to legend, trolls were born on the earth and their bodies made of rock. They fear and despise sunlight, which kills them by turning them into inanimate stone, so they're Tolkien trolls then. So they only prowl at night. So much for legends. What is reality? We've seen the trolls out a day, so they're not Tolkien trolls then. What is reality? Well, as always, the truth is far more mundane. Trolls are living creatures like you and me, and they prefer day to night, for they are so clumsy they stumble over the stones in the dark, spilling the vodka they cherish so much. Their skin is indeed hard as stone, but beneath it there are muscles and a heart that pumps blood. Given that they bleed, they can be killed. Wow. Whoever wrote that book had a grudge against trolls. I love trolls in this game. I have only ever gotten on with trolls in this game. Alright. About 4 minutes to go, we can do this. Not much apart from memories of its former glory remain of Loch Muin, an elven city situated among the upper reaches of the Pontar, amidst the peaks of the Blue Mountains. It must at one time have been a breathtaking sight emerging from the morning mists. Today only white ruins mark where it once proudly stood. Centuries ago it was here that the sorcerer Geoffrey Monk brought with him the Sources, a group of human children with a gift for the power, to hand them over to the elven sages for training. He managed to overcome the distrust of this elder race, and it seemed that a path to coexistence and cooperation between humans and elves had been opened. Yet history took an altogether different course. A few years later, Redanian armies massacred Loch Muin's population, killing all the elves, regardless of gender or age. Thus began a war that ended with Elairin's uprising and the massacre at... after which most of the surviving elves retreated east into the inaccessible Blue Mountains. Theorists of magic still argue about how gargoyles should be classified. This author favours the school which claims they are a type of golem, for gargoyles are nothing more than fancy sculptures brought to life by magic in order to perform menial duties. They can complete only the most rudimentary tasks, so they are often found guarding a territory, even if their creator turned to dust long ago. He who seeks to deactivate the creatures permanently must first locate the place from which they are controlled. Once there, he extinguished the magic runes that control the construct's will. This entire book was 2 paragraphs and you didn't even proofread it. Fucking hell. Yep, no backgrounders. I find the study of bacteria interesting, but focusing on a single subject affects me poorly. I am also plagued by a lack of company, not of other people who are almost always troublesome ignoramuses, but of someone with whom I could converse at my level. I decided to work on one of the golems in an attempt to expand its ability to think and converse. The latter proved simple, yet time will tell if having it memorize poems and philosophical treatises was a good idea. For now I play at riddles with it. Codifying on a single tablet the ability to think properly and logically was the true challenge. I am still having trouble simulating common sense. All my attempts thus far have ended in semantic overload. I am, however, certain that logical axioms will suffice as the most basic rules of thinking. Alright then. Most poisons are lethal to the body, yet a small group of venoms influence the mind, destroying free will. Administered regularly, such substances render their subjects susceptible to the influence and suggestions of those closest to them, making them appear as if they had no will of their own. Yet these poisons are very difficult to concoct, and they require very rare ingredients. In addition, their creator must summon the power in quantities far beyond those available to the everyday village witch. Impotence is caused by poisons of yet another variety, used chiefly by court plotters seeking to control the fate of dynasties and noble houses. These poisons must be administered in very small doses, as in excess amounts they can topple a horse. The worst of all are the delayed action venoms. Poisons of this kind may kill many years after being consumed, years during which the victim's health declines, though no sound medical reason for this can be found. Alright. I think that sort of has us caught up. I'm going to say it is. I'm going to say we've caught it up. And I'm going to say that's basically the end of this stream. And when we come back tomorrow, we'll figure out, is this our home? Is it not? Are we safe? Are we in danger? Can I find a place to store my shit? We may never, ever know. But we had a lot of fun there, I think. That was a good one. That was a good, jam-packed stream, until I ruined it at the end by just reading a lot. But you can forgive me for that. Thanks very much. See you tomorrow.